Good evening, Trinidad Tobago. Monday, 11th of December. Monday, the 11th of December. I realized today that there's a difference between a live video and a TV, a show. This is a show. We do this show every night at 8 o'clock and, well, as much as possible. I did a live video earlier on the banking, madness in banking, but this is a show, and welcome to everyone to our evening show. Yeah? Share up the video, let them know we're here, bring out the numbers, Monday evening. You know the jam. YouTube people, handle your stories. YouTube people, share it up far and wide. And does the rhythm tell you, come, 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 come? Does your spirit do a dance to this symphony? Good evening, everybody. Share it up. Does it tell you that your heart is higher? Oh, yeah. And does it tell you that your pain is higher? Oh, yeah. Does it wash away all your unbelief? Calito. But are you ready for a brand new discovery? Calypso. Nearly didn't have no video because we did it live earlier. I asked people if the blanket. They asked me if I'm mad. So. Please share the video on your threads. Rooted deep within my Caribbean belly. Lyrics to make a politician cringe, or turn a woman's body into jelly. And we have some real slackways over there. Share it up, share it up, share it up. December time, Christmas time. I can't answer all these messages, I can't answer all of these messages. So you gotta hold tight. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Yes, that nothing yet. And then the hall graced by the presence of Sparrow. When Slinger done with the tail, hear them shouting, Dogo, Sparrow, Dogo. PCM 1625, PCM 1625, I am asking all of you to post this on your Facebook now, post it on your WhatsApps. PCM 1625 is a red Almira used in the murder of a police officer moments ago. Call 999 if spotted. PCM 1625. Vehicle was intercepted, one suspect shot, and the other has been captured. So as I'm telling you to do that, that story changed. The place, and it's in a critical state. Häagen-Dazs was just robbed at gunpoint in Ellerslie. Superfarm car park patrons and gas station opposite in Valsayn robbed by 5 cutlass-wielding thieves. Patrons beaten. A critical state. We're in a critical state. I'm getting all kind of pictures, all kind of messages. We're in a critical state. And this critical state is due in no uncertain terms to the mismanagement taking place in the government. The government is mismanaging the nation. Crime, poverty, symptoms of mismanagement, and in this country, rampant corruption. The big guns eating, the big fish eating, small man come out to eat too. Small man say, well, if food sharing, I eat it. And if you thiefing with invoice and contract, them thiefing with gun and cutlass. This is the truth. In response to the madness, Faris Al-Rawi tried to inflict a totalitarian dictatorship on the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago under the guise of an anti-gang bill. Faris Al-Rawi tried to strip your civil rights. Now, Benjamin Franklin said, nearly 300 years ago, those who would give up essential liberty for temporary safety deserve neither and will lose both. I'll say it again. Those who would give up essential liberty for temporary safety deserve neither and will lose both. That's Benjamin Franklin. And I want you to understand, essential liberty. Government must never own you. You must never have... mankind has fought for centuries to get to a place where democracy and social democracy and even socialism could exist, where people could have some say in the operation of their country. What Faris Al-Rawi tried to do was to create a state where the government could direct the police to do as they damn well please. And anybody speak out against the government, it would have been an offense. Worse, there is a group of Kabbalists trying to make it so that if you call them out for the drug trade in this country, they want to charge you with sedition in a land where it is easier to be a drug baron than to be called out for it. That's where we're going. We need to vote the PNM and UNC into oblivion. Vote a government into office that has the welfare of the people at heart. And we need to go in the parliament with black disinfectant and yard broom. We need to scrub it clean. Then we need to get some bright lawyers, local, regional, international, get them together and say, listen, this is the Indictable Offences Act, this is summary offences. I want you to go through all the laws of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and make 3 lists for us. This good, this need fixing, this could dump. This good, this need fixing, this could dump. So this good, publish that. This need fixing, we address that. This could dump, repeal. Trinidad and Tobago has laws upon laws. I asked lawyers and judges to explain to me what law in Trinidad and Tobago was passed to give the courts jurisdiction on social media. No lawyer could find a law yet. If you get a lawyer that could challenge this, you challenge this all the way to Privy Council. Trinidad and Tobago, our courts have no jurisdiction because I am yet to hear This is the link that moves us from jurisdiction in Trinidad to Facebook. Because if you say something on Facebook and you're in Trinidad, you're liable. But if you're in South Africa and you say something on Facebook, you're not liable. How does that work? How does that work? Stick up in there. Stay on Al-Rawi. Stay on him. Stay on what he tried. A gentleman by the name of Che Hackett, because now me and Faris have a problem. Because Hema Ramkissoon and Guardian Media allowed the Attorney General to come on her show this morning and call my name for saying that I applauded the opposition for standing against that bill. I want to read what I said to you, and then I want to tell you what this madman of an Attorney General had to say. This is what I wrote, and this is what was published in the Sunday Guardian. Thanks to opposition for blanking anti-gang bill. That is their headline. I didn't write that. I wrote this. As an outspoken politician and social activist, I would like to go on public record and thank the Opposition United National Congress for voting against that heinous, obscene, and draconian piece of rights-erasing filth masquerading as legislation and referred to as the anti-gang bill. We may not agree on many things, but we agreed on this, that once again the Attorney General has sought to use the Parliament under the guise of fighting crime to curtail human rights and foist a dictatorship in every manner, save for name, on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And by voting it into the dustbin, the opposition did a good service to all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. On behalf of the entire nation and all the citizens, spare the yoke of totalitarianism hidden among its schedules and buried in its terms and references. Thank you. Philip Edward Alexander, Progressive Empowerment Party. Faris reached on Hema's show this morning to stunt, and Faris said they always knew that Philip Alexander, and this is what Hema Ramkissoon on Guardian Media allows of. Hema Ramkissoon, Carissa Lee, her producer, nobody from Guardian Media has yet called Philip Alexander for a rebuttal, a response, or to invite me onto the show to answer the Attorney General, because Guardian Media is a stunt box. Guardian Media and Hema Ramkissoon is there to open up and say when the Attorney General come to talk bullshit for the nation. So the Attorney General went to talk bullshit for the nation this morning. But you all know, nobody giving that UNC more stick than me. And it's, as we say, red crapo, yellow crapo, same handful of salt. But you also have to understand that when people do something right, you have to say you did something right. Because what you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. The Indians, the Native American Indians, they have a saying that inside of a man there are two wolves, a good wolf and an evil wolf. And the only way to know which wolf triumphs is the one you feed. The one you give attention to, the one you focus on. What we focus on grows. And I would like to still try to encourage proper action from everybody in the Parliament, and the opposition did us a good service. When I read that bill, I said, this man is a high-functioning sociopath. He is a dictator, a totalitarian dictator, and a madman. Faris reminds me in every way now of Saddam Hussein. Faris Al-Rawi needs to be fired. The only reason Keith Rowley can't fire Faris is because the people who own Faris own Keith. And if Keith fire Faris, they will fire Keith. Because the people on the ground in the PNM, the masses who red and ready, who drinking Balize juice, who drinking the red Kool-Aid, who feel the red vote put the PNM in power, who think that it is them that directing the PNM, have another thing coming. PNM is owned in Fairways and Goodwood Park. Where if you go with your red and ready jackass self and walk around inside a day without permission, they calling police for you. Call member, show all of that. And police had to come. Police had to come. In any other nation, they would have laughed at the irony of a white man in Fairways calling black police to move black people from outside his house. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but I'm trying to wake up the PNM people who think it is a race thing. I'm trying to wake up the PNM people who think that blackness and PNM is the same thing. Because it's not. It's never been. Eric Williams was an Oreo cookie. Look who make all the money under the PNM. Look who take all and gone. Look. Look. And don't bring up UNC. Because that jackass brigade is the same thing. Riding Indian back, pissing on their back and telling them that it's rain falling. Forever. Bastille Pandit, jackass in chief. Fool everybody. Fool everybody. Till he gets into government. He too. He too, and Ramesh, and Ralph, and all of them. The madness that has passed for governance in this country, and all you get, each and every time, is jackassery. We time now, we in charge now, we to serve up the high smelling bovine excrement. It is our job to talk foolishness now for 5 years. And it is your job to sit down over there and take jam. Because when we switch, when it's change exchange, you will come and we will sit down there and pretend we taking jam. Because we call your name and you call our name, but police ain't calling nobody name. Integrity Commission can't call nobody name. Can't call nobody name. Police can't call nobody name. Fraud squad can't go and call nobody name. Organization of corruption can't go and call nobody name. So it is just bullshit. Bullshit left, bullshit right, bullshit red, bullshit yellow to fool you. A gentleman by the name of Che Hackett wrote on Facebook, yeah, the heartless gang violence down there is ridiculous, but that anti-gang bill is ineffective, unnecessary, and can actually pose a greater danger to everyday law-abiding citizens who might disagree with some aspects of government policy. Let me tell you what he's trying to say. Because police and gangs too. Police and gangs too. Gangs and the JSC just found out, and they tell you what we've always known, that police and gangs, and police tipping off gangs, the madness that goes on in the country, and politicians and police working together with criminals, and the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the hard-working people of Trinidad and Tobago, law-abiding, tax-paying, hoping for the freaking best, and getting squeezed, jammed, raped, maraud, advantage, beat, mash up. Government after government, state institution after state institution. Not one commissioner of police dare try to clean up that police force. Why? Because everybody know everybody and everything. The country mad, twist and turn upside down. The way the silly bill is written, it attempts to circumvent the constitutional protections of the people of Trinidad and Tobago to freely assemble and associate. If the bill is passed into law, the Trinidad and Tobago government would be able to just arrest anyone for any reason by citing gang association. So in other words, if a citizen or group of citizens disagree with a government policy, the government can arrest them by citing those people belong to a gang. Imagine you sitting down in a maxi taxi or a PH taxi going home, police pull it over, John and Mary in the gang, all are going down, 72 hours inside. They can't trace you, they can't find nothing about you, cock your ass and wait. This is about taking away your human rights, lazy policing, but worse. And the part about warrantless police searches and warrantless arrests on part 3, section 15.1 and section 15.3 on page 8 is of further alarm. This bill is a fascist wet dream, a ridiculous piece of legislation. I want you to understand what Faris Arawi, Keith Rowley, Colm Imbert, Stuart Young, Smiley Khan, and the rest of the jackass brigade in the PNM on the instructions of their handlers who want to continue to move lawless through this country, wanted to make it impossible for you to stand up and defend yourself. It would have become a laughingstock nation, a world where the criminals on top run the country and the law-abiding citizen get in jail if you stand up against it. And all you're still in doubt. I tell the people standing up in the bank today, I tell the people standing up, you can't fight the bank. You have to fight the government. You have to vote the government out because the government have a responsibility to make sure that the bank's operating under a proper license, servicing the customers properly as to the terms and of the agreement. But they're not doing that. Why? So it is either the government is remiss, incompetent, or worse, complicit, bought out, bought and paid for, that the government will shut their ass and take their cut while the bank do you what they want. Now, we have to play politics games. Trying to build a political party, we have to play politics games, and I am fed up of that. And I will talk more about that to you a little later. This political party has one goal, and I will not be distracted from that goal. And that is to win an election and fix this country. That is the only thing I care about. I'm not in this for girls, I'm not in this for boys, I'm not in this for money, I'm not in this for office. If somebody else could step up and do it better, I will gladly step aside. because I have better, happier plans for my life than going to sit down in that parliament and argue shit with jackasses. Somebody wrote an article today in Trinidad and Tobago News bringing the entire parliament into odium. Odium, disrepute. The people of Trinidad and Tobago do not respect the parliament. We watch the parliament channel as theatre. We looked at it for entertainment. Who basa mark? Oh, good. You hear what Daniel say? Oh, good. You see what Rowley do them? That is the bullshit that passes for legislating in this country. That is the bullshit that passes for governance. When Keith Rowley stands up and talks shit, it is no different to the shit Kamala used to talk. And she was never talking different shit to Manning. And Manning shit and Pandey shit, you couldn't tell it apart. You're going to mix them two shit together and you couldn't pick Manning shit from Pandey shit. And it was all shit, red shit, yellow shit. And I'm telling it to you this way. Because for the people who join in the Progressive Empowerment Party, they think you're going to dictate my pace or tell me who to turn my guns on or how to talk. Boy, listen here. Hear what I'm telling you. Don't wait for me to kick you in your ass, you know. Grab yourself by the seat of your pants and toss yourself out. If you're joining the Progressive Empowerment Party and worse, if you're bringing financiers and you want those financiers to dictate this nigger pace, you're in for a rude surprise. And I will leave it there for now. But anybody who feels that they're going to join the Progressive Empowerment Party and waylay and change what we're here for, find yourself on another track. We're here for one thing. We formed this party for one reason. To fix this country, to rescue this nation, to let like a rising tide to raise all boats. We didn't form this party to stunt. We didn't form this for blue lights. I don't care where your money come from. And I don't care how much you have. If you want to help the Progressive Empowerment Party, by all means. If you're coming to put money and you want to dictate our pace, partner, wrong nigga. Wrong nigga. I want you to hear me clear. And I want the members who have a freaking problem with how I talk to hear me clear. Because I have been a one-man army for far too friggin' long in this country. We are building a political movement to fix Trinidad and Tobago. If you have any other agenda, if you're in this for ego, if you're in this to promote yourself, if you're in this for other people to like you, wrong place, wrong time. This is not a stunt box. This is not a stunt box. And if you come, you're welcome. And if you leave, well, goodbye. Some will come, some will go. More will come again. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to make friends. Billy Joel said, so many faces in and out of my life. Some will last, some will just be now and then. Life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. And I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. I have no problem whatsoever making friends. I have even less problem making enemies. This country is broken by design. The police officer who died tonight, he died between my two videos. He saw the first, he was dead by the second. The country is broken by design. Governments lie to you. Your political leadership lie to you. You are inside the party. I could call your name. You are inside the party, jockeying for position in the PNM and the UNC. Coming outside to look in the PEP to see what we have so you can bring it and add it like Christmas balls on a tree. No problem. No problem. I know I attract people. I know. People hear me talk and we want to, but I don't want no cult. I don't want no cult. I like people, you know, but I don't like too much ting with people. And don't get that wrong. I'm a fella like that. I know what my purpose is in life. I know what my purpose is. I am a critical thinker, logic beyond compare. I will debate anybody on anything. And listen, you could have more degrees than a thermometer. I don't mind. I have knowledge. And I have the ability to think. Long ago, a degree, a qualification meant you took all of the knowledge of the book, put it in your head and walk around and sold yourself. I am for sale as a doctor or a lawyer or an architect. No, you could Google anything. Now you could Google anything. You could go on YouTube and say, how to build a road. You don't need a road building engineer anymore. Because you will get 100,000 videos of every single different way a road is built every single place in the world. Just now, WebMD and sites like that are going to ask you to send them a blood test. And they will diagnose you right there, right then. You could go in Superfarm or Starlight Drugs or any drugstore tonight and buy a thing of some pH, some sticks, that you could pee on, and it will tell you your blood sugar, your cancer level, the same thing that they use in. You could do it yourself. And I'm not knocking anybody's degree. Somebody posts, do not confuse my medical degree with your Google search. Friend, there is going to come a time in the very not too distant future where your medical degree will become obsolete and outdated the day you walk out the door, because the Google search is being updated while your knowledge level isn't. And that is the truth. And that is reality. And those who want to stay stuck and mired in the past, fine. But do not come to think that you could go and devour books and buy yourself some fancy titles, more letters after your name than a tin of alphabet soup, and you're empty and vacuous and inane. I could tell you right now we have an answer for every single problem this country has. And it is not just talk, because we're not just telling you what, we're telling you how to. People will sit down and listen and say, Jesus Christ, well, you really have this thing? Well, you have a team? No. Critical thinking, logic. But none of this was to big me up. All of this was to say, Trinidad and Tobago is in a critical state. And if you come in to join the last train to paradise to stunt your ass, wrong train. And if you think that the Progressive Empowerment Party is a gathering of personalities, and if Jim and Mary leave, I had to leave too, go your way. Harry and Sally will come. We here for a mission, civic-minded patriots. The whole work, up and down and sideways, is to fix Trinidad and Tobago. So when you sit down on your porch with your daughters, and two black men walk down the street, they could wave at you, and you could wave at them, and you don't have to grab your two daughters and run inside and lock the gate and call the neighbor across the road who have a gun. This is our truth. This is our reality. If we inside are here playing games, well, the game over. The amount of crime that is taking place in this country, the news media can't keep up. Social media can't keep up. People say, I see that robbery before. They say, no boy, that's a different robbery. A man tell me today, the safest place to go right now is Häagen-Dazs. I say, why? So let them get robbed, so let them get robbed again. Not today at least. Not today at least. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, this jackass and 1.3 million of order, we have a choice. My mother asked me this morning, son, just tell me, because I heard the Attorney General say that you opposed the anti-gang bill. Tell me, son, why did you oppose it? I say, Mom, if police come to your door today, right now, and they say, Mrs. Alexander, we would like to search your house. And you say, why? They say, well, we have reason to believe so. If you're reasonable and you want to let them in, it's up to you. If you don't find that song unreasonable, you say, I refuse to let you in my house. They say, well, okay, we will go to the court and get a warrant. You say, okay. But they have to go to the court with due cause to prove why they should be let into Mrs. Alexander's house to search. But under Faris Al-Rawi law, the police will come with their bolt cutters and their door kickers wherever they want to go. And that is bad. But it gets worse. This is a country where police officers have done criminal acts to other people. Plant shit on them, give them case, create fake crime for people to answer for in a system that you will run through for the next 10 years. You can't get no visa, you can't get no bank loan, you can't get no job on a fake charge. And by the time it's done, he out of the system. Who you going to sue? Where your money? Your lawyers eat up everything. You're homeless and you're destitute on a fake friggin' charge. Worse. Worse than all of that. Politicians who have police in their pocket. Now look at this. A politician wants to shut up anybody that opposing them. Lock them up. Them is gang. Them is gang, and that's gang association. Imagine. Criminal enterprise where police jailing the opposing drug gang, so this gang could run free. Gang, them is gang activity. These is church boys. You cannot put that kind of power in the hands of a Trinidadian. It is why I am unequivocal when I say I will never support the Caribbean Court of Justice. I want you to hear the word I use. Never. Do not come to me, because I know people in law enforcement and lawyers and others. I know. I have seen. This is a country where lawyers and magistrates, and I am surprised not judges yet, make jail. This is not a place, this little postage stamp island, where everybody want the shiny shoe pointed and the next man and the shiny suit shining like a donkey stones on a full moon night. This is that land, and everybody willing to bend, borrow, twist, and steal. I hear in the highest court in the land name calling him shit. All kind of shit. And he's capo, Tito capo, and we can't move him. I will never support a Caribbean Court of Justice. You see the Privy Council? The only time I will support moving our final Court of Appeal from the Privy Council is if it could go to Mars. I don't want it to come closer. I want it to go further. I want, when you see we get into office and we come to investigate the police service, I want to go and bring blonde hair, blue-eyed boys from Scotland Yard. I want to bring people that don't know you. They ain't linemen with you. They may look into friends with you. They're here on a contract to lock up your ass and go. That's what we're doing. Bring them on a contract. When we want to go after the gangs, we're going to do exercises with the United States and Canada and Great Britain and Germany and China and Japan and Brazil. Because we want the coke to done. We want the movement of cocaine to Trinidad and Tobago to done. That bring the 30,000 guns. That have all this bullshit going on in the country. It must done now. It must done. It must done. And the only way for it to done is for you to vote a government in the office that is not beholden to bullshit. Like Faris Al-Rawi. Faris Al-Rawi just tried to bullshit the entire nation. And he's stunting on Hema show. Hema, Hitman for hire. All these jackasses in the media, all them doing is singing for the supper. Come now, man, Faris, run it now. Call your boy, I could link up. Higher tickets is 4,000. Run Trina, I could start. Look, this is the jackassery that run in this country. Media people who want to link up for a twist up, for a piece of land, for a HTC contract, for a HTC house. My mommy need a job. My son need a transfer in the school. I need to get a signature on a loan paper. Help me get my maid hand on papers, make she legal. All of this kind of bullshit that goes on in this country passes for leadership and governance. So when NACTA did a poll this week gone here, NACTA did a poll and just polled PNM and UNC, and 87% of the people polled say, nah, we don't want neither. When you reach to a situation where 13% of the respondents are the only people that are capable and willing to tolerate your government and your opposition, we in deep shit. We in a critical state. 87% of the people, 87% of the people polled said they want neither the PNM or the UNC. 61%, that is 11% more than half, say they want a new party. And I tell people, PEP win even that poll. Because they may not have called our names, but they know the shining light on a hill. The only hope for Trinidad and Tobago is what we build in this party. Because we're talking fact, we're talking truth, we're talking ethics, we're talking integrity. And they have some people that has choked them. Even when they get close to it. They just feel they know what they sign up for, and then they find out they realize I was stunting too. I was really there to stunt. I wasn't really there for Trinidad and Tobago. This time is the last time. A police officer was just shot dead. The country is in a critical state. You have to accept your responsibility in that. If you vote, who you vote for. If you never vote, and why. You have to accept your responsibility for that. And make up your mind to fix it. Because if you don't, if you do not make up your mind to fix it, the wolf is going to find you. A woman told me, she said, Philip, I watch a gun in my face and I hear your voice in my head. When you say the wolf, she said, because I never expect to see a gun in my face. They take car, they take phone, they take my bag, they take my shoes. She said they take everything. And I just watching that girl and I'm thinking, Lord Jesus Christ, I want to survive this. She is a member of the Progressive Empowerment Party now. It took her losing a lot. It took her almost losing her life. People in this country are suffering in a bad, bad way. We are in a critical state. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Government is failing. Opposition is failing. Every institution of oversight that's supposed to safeguard this nation, that should have prevented Faris al-Baghdadi bringing that piece of bullshit legislation to the parliament, failed us. There were no safeguards. He almost hijacked the democracy with a law. He almost hijacked the democracy with aye. All in favor? Aye. If he had bribed everybody on the other side, because I don't know, at some point I worry those two parties join up and bullway. You want to hear me talk like Obama and Justin Trudeau? You want me to come across with class and dignity? How do I say to the people who mourn the death of their children and their loved ones today, by deliberate, organized conspiracy of failure? How do I say to them in high-sounding tones and pleasant words, your death, your loved one's death, while tragic and unfortunate, put money in somebody's bank account, and that every drop of blood spilled in Trinidad and Tobago is deliberate and with purpose for theft? That we live in a nation of people so driven by their dicks and their egos that they will do anything, they will kill their mother. We have seen people in this country kill their mother for land and for property. This is a place that is in such a critical state that nothing like leadership exists anywhere. I have seen people call for jailing parents for bullying children, when those same parents working 2 and 3 jobs a day to feed them children. We come in this close to saying, well, poor people shouldn't have children, instead of saying how it is a country this rich could have people that poor. How could a country where everybody who has money in this country got it directly or indirectly from the state? All of the wealth of this nation came out of the ground, just add labor, oil and gas. Everybody. So how is it possible that some could be so disgustingly, obscenely, stinking rich, and other people have to work 3 jobs, can't get time to say, oh God, baby girl, keep your knees together now. Don't care what they tell you. They just want sex. They go breed you, and you can't find them, and you're going to drop out of school, and then your life over. That is the cycle that have me here. Baby girl, keep your knees together till you have the paper now. They don't have time. They don't have time because the boss in all 3 jobs trying to get blood from a stone. This is a nation where our people are not managed, represented, or led. This is a nation where our people are disadvantaged and abused, where the vast majority of people in this country live lives of quiet desperation, afraid to admit the shame of the disorder of their lives. We have to start saying honestly, I am catching my ass. My business closing down. I can't pay my rent. My family starving. I'm in trouble. Don't wait for everything to collapse. Talk it now. Talk it now. We need everybody else to talk it now. Say it now. This is my reality. This is my truth. I cannot survive. I am suffering. I cannot stand. There is nowhere for me to turn. I go in the MP office and he want me to take off my clothes. I go to get the HEC house and they ask me who I vote for. This is the madness of this disgusting nation. And we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have to take responsibility for it, and more importantly, stand together, one people under one flag, to fix it. I wear my Trinidad and Tobago shirt tonight, nothing fancy. I started off doing these videos wearing this. It fallen apart and it have holes. But you see this coat of arms? This coat of arms is why I do this. That red, white, and black flag. I believe still that we have a nation here that we could save. We could pull it out of the fire. I think we could turn the Titanic around. We don't have to hit that iceberg. I think we could out the fire that burning Camelot to the ground. I think that we could arrest and charge and prosecute those mocking pretenders that masqueraded as a chamber of commerce and political parties and governments. I want to see lawyers and accounting firms. I want to see all of them who sat in conspiracy, direct or indirect, to maraud and rape this nation, brought to justice. I want to see on the auction block all the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and the Rolls Royces that they thief, paving fake road, 2-inch pitch that will last a year and a half. So they're coming back. I watch a road in Wallerfield that they paved for World War II, still going freaking strong. They paved Wallerfield in 1942. Look at everything else these jackasses building. Sammy and them eating nice. Look at the rest of the road building contractors. They're eating well. Private jets stunting all over the freaking world for bullshit work and overpriced contracts. Who do you turn to? Who do you go to? Who can you say? Who can you say? This is madness. Who do? Mr. Commissioner of Police, he can't answer you. He tried to stunt for himself. Mr. Chief Justice, he can't answer you. He looking for contracts for his friends on HTC houses. The country twists up. It's like what the Indian people say, it biswanke. The country spoil, it mash up. We in a critical state. This is the point in the movie when the thing flatline. And they bring out the two things. Clear. We're at that point. We are at that point. You're not seeing it. Do you need to get the call that your loved one is the latest victim? Do you have to hold your head and bawl that a member of your family bled to death on the side of the road because they couldn't find police and they couldn't find ambulance? Do you have to wait for that? I watched them stunt over a $200 million contract to pave a freaking car park in Maracas. They take advantage of your bend over the table and roar without grease. Take iron. And they celebrating to hell high heaven, you know. Rohan and the band. Rohan and the band. I say this, you know. Kwaitang and Asian Steve make me believe politicians read up. They read something that prove that they have no God. Them know something. Sinanan and the boys, them know something that we don't know, because I still believe in a God in heaven. And I still believe in, you know what? Those who have, to those who much is given, much is expected. So I still believe in that we have a responsibility. That if you're strong, help those who are not strong. But these people living like they can't eat enough. Somebody tell me. Never try to put a dress on a pig. All it does is get you dirty and it upsets the pig. No, I get WhatsApp. I have a friend named Dinesh Samtani. When I look on my phone and I see a WhatsApp from him, because Dinesh is part of the news media. Every time he sends me a WhatsApp, there is a 2 in 3 chance that he is sending me information about a crime. And there is a 3 in 4 chance that what he is sending me is pictures of a murder. Keith Rowley, cancer eating your ass. It's take you 5 minutes to get piss to start to flow when you're going to the toilet. You're an old decrepit ass. The coffin is beckoning. You have less life in front of you than you had behind you. Why are you so foolish to think that you can stunt till the very end? Why are you so stupid and insipid that you don't understand that the only thing you have left is a legacy? That regardless of who pulled your strings before and who put money in your pocket for you to go and interfere with all them girls before, that the only thing that you have left now, with all that I is the blackest man in the country talk, you just want to talk. Gan Gorgon, your failure is. Stand firm now. Why not build a legacy? Why not be the blackest man that fix shit for the black people in this country? You have in your constituency alone Bagatelle, Coville, Mason, Rich Plain, La Puerta, Abbey Pujat, Scorpion, Big Yard, Waterhole. You have all. You have all. You could go and help them get alive. I could show you, Keith. I could show you how to take every single person off of CPEP and URP and set them up with a farm, or set them up with a small business, or get them in gainfully employed. I could show you, Keith, how to take that entire roster from the HDC, run it through for duplications, bring everybody to the same point. Show me your identification card. Right. Everybody in your family named down on this list? Cool. Let's see why you need a house. You have no visible means of income now. Good. Where do you live? We come in to investigate. You're bullshitting us. Strike it off the list. You are in need. Put a tick. So now we know we have the final list. It's called perfecting the database. We have a perfect database, and we go now and we say, we know we're looking for houses for 10,000 people. At $100,000 a house, we're looking for $1 billion. We set that aside, and we get the private sector involved, and we build house, and we make it possible for those people to own 0 deposit, 0 interest 30 years. Keith, I give you the idea for free. Let us go in the schools, Keith. Let us abolish the SAA. Let us make the schools 10-year schools, Keith. Let's give all the children a GPA so that we can mark the teacher. You see, the children GPA is for the children, you know. But for the Ministry of Education, the collective children GPA will tell you which teachers play in the ass, fire them. Which teachers working hard, bonus for them. I want to see my teachers stunting in 5 series beamers. Hard work. Hard work, bring that. But we don't have that level of intelligence, do we, Keith? We want to stunt. We want to line with a settled Kabbalists and go in the house in Goodwood Park and piss in fine china. Like that will make you last forever. Go in La Perouse Cemetery, Keith. Walk through the lanes and you will see there among you, buried at your feet, people who were stunting not that long ago. There is an actual grave inside of there that says, stop, wait a while. Where you are, I was. Where I am, you will soon be. Come on, Keith Rowley. There was a time I supported you. Keith Rowley. You are the only person in the PNM I ever voted for. Keith Christopher Rowley. I voted for you in 2007. I grew up with Rocky Garcia. And when the COP gave us Rocky Garcia and Diego Martin West, I said the COP full of shit. They're mad. How the hell Rocky Garcia is an MP? How the hell Rocky Garcia is a candidate for the Parliament? How? How in heaven and hell? How? Bait not a boar in its lair, Mr. Gonzalez. Graham Gonzalez is one of my lifelong teachers. Graham Gonzalez watches this show every night on YouTube and gives me tips and advice. Thank you, Graham. I am surrounded by people of so much integrity and so much character that should I have the opportunity to fix this country, to assemble a team of good people to do it, will be the easiest of the projects. It will be the easiest. People who sit with me see the people that I know, that stop and speak with me. I don't big up myself, but I know who I know. And I want to tell you this, that it is nothing to fix this country. Nothing. There are no obstacles save for us ourselves. Trinidad and Tobago was created to be the most blessed paradise on earth, the only island outside of the hurricane belt. We are spared every misfortune. Others shaking to the ground and collapsing. We standing firm in bright hot sun. Snow falling in Texas, snow falling in Trinidad. Tsunami eating up people in the Philippines. We never had that here. Trinidad and Tobago was born to be blessed. You could spit 2 seeds in the ground and 2 trees grow. We're supposed to be eating till we can't move. We've blighted ourselves, we've robbed ourselves, we've advantaged ourselves, we've allowed ourselves to be fooled, we've shaken off the slaves, the shackles of the colonial masters, and gladly put on the shackles of the neo-colonialists. I watch people today trying to explain to me why it is okay for government to give police the authority to break down your door and lock up your ass for 72 hours. Oh God, tell me. This is what I tell me. Tell me, Philip, you're wasting your blasted time. That we in Trinidad, we too stupid. We don't know better. Tell me that. Tell me so I could go my way. Tell me. Tell me so I could go my way. There are things I want to do before I shuffle off this mortal coil. You know, always come at me with all your little paper degree. Eh? Always come at me with your little paper degree and want to test this nigga. I bright for 4, and that is not idle boast. They say he arrogant. That's not arrogance. I have been studying my entire life. I don't stop. If I sneeze and somebody say bless you, I say where that come from? They don't know. I go and find out. I go and find out. I want to know. I don't stop learning. Listen. Listen carefully. Listen. Stop. Listen. Listen to the tears of the survivors. Listen to them bawl. Listen to them appeal to God. Listen. Listen to the people talking about their loss. How the country is destroying them. Listen. Listen. Listen to each word. Listen to what is being said. You have a chance to rescue yourself and your family. You have a chance to make this country better. You can vote yourself a better country. You could vote the PEP and turn this country around. You have one chance. This is it.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can protect our country's state. One use it well before it's away. If it is that who you're voting, maybe you're not out.
When you're voting, terminate their reign. It is time to dismantle the vampire system. It is time to send Mr. Big on the run. It is time to break the parasitic oligarchy. It is time to give the Chamber of Commerce rules of engagement. It is time the banking industry had rules and regulations. It is time this country work like a real country. It is time. Vote yourself a better country. It is time. This is the time. This is our only time.
If for 30 years you're voting them in, and there's only tears as soon as they win. They give you big words and enslave your soul, promising you roads and filling potholes. If they are the reason why the economy won't sprout, when you're voting, vote them out, vote them out. If it is the passing laws that them alone can flout, when you're voting, vote them out, vote them out. If it is the building ISAs, east, west, north and south, the same way you vote them in, vote them out. Register and vote them out, totally state your finger and rescue the country. Put them up with tempo, they happy in pain. Let's put our country together again. Put them up with calypso and joyous refrain. Let's put our country together again.
They say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And that is the truest thing that I have ever been told. That is the truest thing that I have ever learned. You cannot force knowledge on people. You cannot force right action. You cannot force people to do better. You cannot force people beyond the constraints of their own best intentions. You cannot take people beyond their own love of country, love of self, love of each other. Imagine this place, one people under one flag. Imagine this place united. Imagine this place where all the people of Trinidad and Tobago want a better country for everybody. Imagine this Trinidad and Tobago where everybody get their right and proper share of this country. So I am but seed from India.
Indian worship and slavery, bind together to resist in unity. There was no more mother Africa, no more mother India, just mother Trinity. My Mahuta Japlan with sugar cane, dog in the carol in plane, Ram Logan Bartel, Nakashana. Charging by, brotherhood on the boat. Charging by, brotherhood on the boat. Charging by.
Daniel Jackson, I want to paraphrase a saying for you. If you love somebody, set them free. If they come back, they were yours. If they don't, they never was.
I won't be a disgrace to Allah if I choose race without color. I won't have a hand to make that journey, for I too have seen the key. So it is a great privilege to have such unique heritage. 50% Africa, 50% India. I have the truth into holiday, emancipation and arrival day. Since Babel was sacked with actually 150 years gone already. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim or Christian, let's walk this land hand in hand. We could only prosper if we try. A charging by, brotherhood on the boat. Charging by, brotherhood.
That's what we all are in this country. A brotherhood of the boat. That's what we are. All of us. All of our people. All of them came here from somewhere under circumstances that dislodged them from where they were from. And if we still, 150 years later, and learn how to live together, we look for the bullshit that we take in every single week. Oh, you share the video? Share the video. One people under one flag, that is the dream. That is the dream for Trinidad and Tobago. That has always been the dream. The national anthem, the last verse, the national anthem of this country say, here every creed and race find an equal place. That has always been the dream, and we've never yet made that happen. The Progressive Empowerment Party hopes to be the bridge that brings real unity between the races. We want everybody to get together. We want everybody, all people, one people under one flag. Wherever you come from, wherever your people come from, wherever you can trace your ancestry, whoever make you, whoever send you, all of we, one people under one flag. Vote yourself a better country. Vote yourself a better country. Vote yourself a better country. That is the only reason for this. To keep the big one in paradise is and suffering all day. Destruction of the weak is nature's plan. The humble and the meek must understand. The day of the strong man is the devil's. At some point, we must stand together as one people under one flag and stare down the vampire system, break them. They've been here for a long time, you know. They've been in this country for a long time, pulling strings from behind, guiding and directing, corrupting, twisting and turning to the point where the people didn't know where they was coming or if they was going. And we are here to fix it. You have a responsibility to stand together. You have a responsibility to help us build back this nation. to the glorious paradise it was meant to be. Trinidad and Tobago should be the nation every other country in this world measure itself by. We could have that. Help us have that.
They say my country so stressful, so tense. With face hate, young jailbait, too much violence. Girl, pack up and go. This sweet Trinbago, I tell them no way. No way. How the people small-minded, precocious and loud. Of bubble and scandal, they boastful and proud. Yet somehow I see all this foolery as with no dressing. They still are blessing. You see, I just see Jacarique, these rice and cascado, blue crab and galaloo, me neighbor just give me not leaving. Not leaving. Neighbor string so deep and freedom no country.
Where else in the world, you know?
Sweet fun and calypso, people just overflow.
2 days in the street.
Not leaving, not leaving. It's here we conceive me, it's here I go there. I see young people creative who must overcome. Make magic from old steel, from rusty.
Come and see how they're buying up fairways.
Should I fear?
They're passing notes over the wall. You swear them going to live forever. They go in funeral and see, you know, that life comes to an end.
Like natural instinct.
But they are not God.
Meet you by the rivers, come take a drink. Outspoken but kind, no silent but my soul. Forget New York, I know the auto. You see, I just drink some Babash Brew, punching from my Mountain Dew. One plate and bell out to me, my phone, they just bring me not leaving, not leaving. The naval street so deep and freedom no country. Where else in the world you know? Jump high then wind down low, and if you don't get on, so they watch you Siri. Not leaving, not leaving. It's here we conceive me, it's here I go there.
Sorry for my foreign-based trainees, Ali G and the crew, Carla Jean, Abigail, Jean-Paul, Nathaniel, Anil Maraj in Canada, and the whole crew, all of you, Marissa Bash, I want you all to be able, and Anne Jones in Scotland, I want you all to be able to get Jackie Onassis in Australia. I want you all to be able to round up all of the Trinidadians and come back home. We need to rebuild this country where you could get all the benefits that you get in the other man's land right here in your own land. My grandfather used to tell me, he said it's the dream of every man to return to the land that he was born, to walk where he used to run. And I believe that. And I believe that that is my responsibility. I take it as my responsibility. I take it as my purpose in life to help rebuild this country to a place where all our people could come home and all our people could live together in peace and harmony. One nation, one people, under one flag. That is the goal.
Many rivers flow to this naked eye, bringing fear and pain, but also a brand new style. And of all these rivers that shape this land, two mighty ones move like a sculptor's hand. And today those hands across the land, man, is still landscaping. And there's no doubt we can work it out, there is no escaping. As the river flows, there are those who will change its passage. But every common man that you understand up and send a message. So put up your hand if you understand. See how we moving, watch how we grooving, see how we step stand. One lovely nation under a roof, Ganges can meet the night.
peptrinbago@gmail.com, peptrinbago@gmail.com. That is our email address. That email address was set up to be the door that welcomes all of you home to the PEP family. We cannot promise to be perfect. Nobody in history has been, but we try. We strive for good. Our intentions are honorable. And if you have honorable intentions too, and if what you want is a better country for you and your loved ones, so that your children can play in safety and you and your elders can age in dignity, then come and join us. We need your assistance. We need your help. The Progressive Empowerment Party needs your financial assistance. And I don't like to beg, but you know and you see what we do. And if you feel motivated, because it's a lot of work that I do, that we do, and if you see and you think that you would like to bless us, we have bills to pay, and we have a party to build, send something our way. We ain't telling you how much. Bless us. Thank you very much for that. PEP app, PEP, available on all the app stores, free to download. It's yours, it's for you. It keeps you updated as to when the shows are coming on. Download the PEP app. Frontline this Thursday, the topic they're dealing with is renewable energy, and that is a very interesting topic. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll be sharing it right here on my page, Frontline, with Janice, Leamon Cricky, and Anthony Defoe, and whoever their guests are. www.peptt.com. That is the address for the website. We are closed. Well, we are closed for Christmas. We are having a Christmas party this Saturday. For those of you who did not get your Christmas tickets, Christmas party tickets, and you would like to come to the Christmas party, message me, because we have room and we have space. And there will always be room under the umbrella, under the orange umbrella. If you want to come and join us at the Christmas party, message me, okay? So, I think that's all that I'm supposed to address tonight. I'm going to be trying to give you a video again tomorrow, but until then, stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.